Hello everyone. I am delighted to have you join me for my presentation on the impact of correctional facility culture on inmate rehabilitation and re-entry into society. My name is Rafael Rodriguez, and I am eager to share this crucial topic with you. In this project, I will be discussing the institutional environment and culture within prisons. This often overlooked topic plays a significant role in the successful rehabilitation and reintegration of inmates into society. Through my own experiences and sociological research, we will explore the influence of culture in correctional facilities. As many of you may know, the prison environment is complex and challenging. It has its own set of rules and norms, creating a unique culture that has a profound impact on the individuals living in it, and their potential for successful reintegration into society. Through my work in a correctional facility, I have witnessed firsthand the impact of the environment and culture on inmates. My research has also shown that this is a widespread issue that requires attention. It is crucial to understand the dynamics of prison culture in order to promote and facilitate successful rehabilitation and re-entry. By bringing attention to this often overlooked aspect, we can work towards creating a more supportive and conducive environment for inmates. In conclusion, I am eager to share my insights and knowledge with you, and I hope that this presentation will initiate significant discussions and further research on this important topic. I look forward to an informative and engaging session. Slide 2 out of 11. Rehabilitation and re-entry are essential elements in promoting a safer and more just society in the world of criminal justice. However, there is one key factor that is often ignored: the culture within correctional facilities. This presentation will delve into how correctional environments directly impact the rehabilitation and re-entry outcomes of inmates. Drawing on personal experiences and sociological research from touring the Riley and Geary County jails as well as academic studies. By combining local insights and academic studies, we can gain a better understanding of the vital role of sociology in examining the broader impact of institutional culture. Let's take a closer look at the connection between correctional facility culture and the successful reintegration of inmates into society. Join me as we explore this important topic and discover how we can work towards a more effective and humane criminal justice system. Today, we will be discussing the impact of correctional facility culture on inmate rehabilitation and re-entry into society. Our presentation will include personal experiences and sociological research on this topic. The key points highlighted by correctional staff during a tour of Riley and Geary County jails were the importance of respectful relationships between officers and inmates, creating safe and stable environments, and providing re-entry planning, vocational training, and counseling services for inmates. Through personal observations during a candidacy for city and county commissioner, the impact of these factors on inmates' lives has been seen. It is important to prioritize and address these areas in correctional facilities, as it not only positively impacts inmates' lives, but also creates a safer and more cohesive society. To fully comprehend the influence of correctional facility culture on inmate rehabilitation and re-entry into society, a sociological perspective must be taken. Viewing this issue through a sociological lens allows for a deeper understanding of the various factors at play. One important factor to consider is the concept of institutional culture, which encompasses the values, beliefs, and behaviors upheld and enforced within a specific institution, such as a correctional facility. When examining from a sociological standpoint, it becomes apparent that institutional culture can be either punitive or rehabilitative, greatly impacting the outcomes of inmates. Additionally, the role of prisons as systems of social control must be examined. Within these facilities, deviant behaviors and actions are punished as a means of reinforcing societal norms and rules. This has a significant influence on the ability of inmates to successfully rehabilitate and reintegrate into society. It is also important to recognize the societal inequalities that contribute to incarceration, particularly for certain groups based on race or economic status. This reflects the larger issue of social stratification and systemic inequalities in our society. By viewing these observations through a sociological lens, a deeper understanding of the complexities of correctional facility culture and its impact on inmate rehabilitation and reentry can be achieved. This understanding is crucial in addressing the challenges and issues faced by individuals within the correctional system. The impact of correctional facility culture on inmate rehabilitation and reentry into society is a crucial topic to explore. In today's society, the media and politics greatly influence our perceptions of jails and prisons. As someone who has experienced this firsthand as a candidate, I know how public perception is shaped by media narratives. However, the conversation often overlooks the deeper institutional culture of correctional facilities, which has a significant influence on rehabilitation and community safety. The portrayal of candidates in the media and their stance on issues related to correctional facilities can sway public opinion and impact local politics. What is often disregarded in this conversation is the vital role of the underlying culture within correctional facilities in determining the success of inmate rehabilitation and community safety. Despite dominating political discourse, discussions on civic engagement and voting records fail to address the need for systemic reform and the institutional culture within these facilities. In this presentation, we will delve into the role of political perspective in shaping perceptions of correctional facilities and their impact on inmate rehabilitation and reentry into society. Through personal experiences and sociological research, we will gain a better understanding of this issue. Let's now move on to the next slide, where we will discuss the role of media narratives in shaping candidate legitimacy. Our discussion on the impact of correctional facility culture on inmate rehabilitation and reentry into society is supported by major sociological research. According to renowned sociologist Alison Liebling, prisons have a significant influence on an inmate's moral behavior. She stresses the importance of fairness and respect within correctional facilities and how they can positively impact an individual's rehabilitation. Similarly, researcher Craig Haney has studied the psychological effects of harsh punishment in prisons. He highlights how punitive environments can damage an inmate's mental well-being and hinder their chances of successful reentry into society. The work of Ben Crew on prison culture further emphasizes the role of correctional facility culture in shaping an inmate's experience. His research shows that the environment in which an inmate is incarcerated can greatly influence their behavior and attitudes. Additionally, the findings of Vischer and Eason stress the need for prisons to change in order for people to change. This highlights the importance of creating a positive and rehabilitative culture in correctional facilities. Lastly, the research of Sparks, Bottoms, and Hay emphasizes the significance of order and legitimacy within prisons. They argue that a well-maintained and legitimate prison environment is crucial for the safety and effectiveness of the facility. Overall, the alignment of our personal observations with major sociological research further supports the need to address and improve correctional facility culture for the successful rehabilitation and reentry of inmates into society. Slide number 7 of our presentation discusses the impact of correctional facility culture on inmate rehabilitation and reentry into society. When considering the bigger picture, prisons reflect our society's values, and the question arises, do we value punishment or rehabilitation? The local experiences at Riley and Geary County are not isolated incidents, but rather reflect the national debates on incarceration in the United States. Political decisions have a major influence on the culture within correctional institutions, highlighting the significance of policy in shaping the rehabilitation and reentry process for inmates. It is crucial for us, as a society, to carefully consider the values we want our correctional facilities to uphold, as this not only affects the inmates themselves, but also has an impact on our communities. The culture within correctional institutions can have a significant impact on the successful reintegration of released inmates into society. It is essential for us to have a comprehensive understanding of the broader implications of correctional facility culture in order to make informed and effective policy decisions. Our ultimate goal should be to create a system that focuses on rehabilitation and prepares inmates for a successful re-entry into society. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this portion of our presentation, and we hope it has provided insight into the societal impact of correctional facility culture. We will now proceed to the next slide. In slide number 8, we will be discussing the impact of correctional facility culture on inmate rehabilitation and re-entry into society. The treatment of inmates by institutions plays a significant role in their outcomes, as it goes beyond their crimes and also includes how they are treated during their time in these facilities. As seen, the actions of staff members can either create an environment that damages the dignity of inmates or fosters respect and provides opportunities for change. This can greatly affect an inmate's rehabilitation and successful re-entry into society. As an individual who has been on both sides of the correctional system, as a candidate and now as an educator, I understand the importance of bridging local political realities with sociological research. This can lead to the development of more effective and successful outcomes for inmates. From this project, it is clear that inmates' outcomes are not solely determined by their crimes, but also by the treatment they receive in these institutions. It is crucial for staff members to understand the impact they have on an inmate's journey towards rehabilitation and reintegration into society. By bridging the gap between research and local politics, we can work towards creating a more positive and effective correctional facility culture that prioritizes the well-being and success of inmates. It is important to continue striving towards creating a better system that benefits all individuals involved. The significance of prison culture on inmate rehabilitation and re-entry cannot be overlooked. Through personal insights and sociological research, we have learned that the institutional environment of correctional facilities greatly affects an inmate's journey towards successful reintegration into society. Respectful relationships, safe environments, and access to support services have been proven to significantly improve the chances of successful re-entry. These factors directly impact an inmate's mental and emotional well-being, which ultimately determines their ability to adapt and thrive outside of prison walls. Our observations and thorough academic research have shown that prison culture plays a crucial role in the rehabilitation process. This also reflects the larger national debates on the purpose of incarceration in our society. It is important to recognize and address the significance of prison culture in discussions about justice reform at a national level. In conclusion, the institutional environment of correctional facilities has a measurable impact on inmate rehabilitation. The presence of respect, safety, and access to necessary services has been shown to enhance the success of re-entry. As we near the end of our presentation, I would like to share the references that I have used to support my observations and findings. I have drawn on the work of esteemed researchers such as Vischer and Eason, Liebling, Haney, Crew, and Sparks, who have studied the complexities of correctional facility culture and its impact on inmate rehabilitation and re-entry into society. Their rigorous research has deepened our understanding of this important topic and provided valuable insights. In addition, I have incorporated local media coverage from sources such as the Mercury, Little Apple Post, and KMAN to provide a broader context for our discussions by including the perspectives of both political and community voices. The references I have used serve as strong evidence for my observations and highlight the credibility and significance of my findings. By drawing on a combination of academic research and real-world reporting, I am confident in the validity of my conclusions. This presentation has shed light on the pressing issue of correctional facility culture and its impact on inmate rehabilitation and re-entry into society. As our presentation comes to a close, we would like to take a moment to reflect on the significant influence of correctional facility culture on the rehabilitation and re-entry of inmates into society. Through personal experiences and extensive sociological research, We have delved into this complex topic and have discovered the various ways in which the culture within these facilities can affect an inmate's successful return to our communities. We have explored the contributing factors to the creation of correctional facility culture, including the physical design and power dynamics between staff and inmates. Furthermore, we have examined the psychological and emotional impact of living in these environments, especially in relation to concepts of power and control. Through our findings, we have shed light on the long-lasting effects of correctional facility culture on an inmate's mindset and behavior, both during their incarceration and after their release. However, our research has also uncovered the potential for positive change within these facilities, highlighting the crucial role of rehabilitation programs and support systems in breaking the cycle of recidivism. In conclusion, we invite you to continue this conversation and further explore the impact of correctional facility culture on inmate rehabilitation and reentry. We hope that our insights have provided a deeper understanding of this intricate issue, and we express our gratitude for your participation today. Together, we can work towards creating a more effective and supportive system for those who have been incarcerated.